Day 4 is not perfect, but we have installed about 90% of our offense already, which is faster pace than what we're used to. So sometimes the execution suffers a little bit, but we did it that way this year because we have so many veteran players. We thought it'd be better to challenge the vets than to go slowly for the young guys. So the young guys are drinking through a fire hose, and the older guys are doing pretty well, but it's a work in progress.
So it was a calculated move to
Yeah, we did that on purpose. We didn't want to spend 2 weeks just piecemealing it slowly and have all the older guys like waiting for the whole thing to be in. So we decided to go for it, and the young guys just, some of them are struggling a little bit, but it'll start to slow down for them in the next, week or two.
I didn't see Gunner out here. Can you address his status at all?
No, but there's a number of offensive players that we're going to give a day off to here and there, and so that could be a regular thing. Like Isaac Rex is going to have some days off. Puka, Dallin Holker is getting some days off. So you'll occasionally come out here and might not see somebody, and doesn't necessarily mean they're hurt. It's just it's a calculated move by us to get to the first game with all of our best players.
The NFL's vet tag day, right?
Yeah, and we just want to be smart, especially with the guys that have played a lot of football for us. We want to be as smart as we can.
What's been the biggest difference in Jaron as a veteran and a pretty I'll say established starter, with so many games of starting experience and whatnot, as he kind of works his way through the first football camp? That's kind of the biggest difference for him right now.
It's his leadership. He's a lot more vocal than he's ever been. He's earned that right, and he's got a knack for it. He's a natural leader. He knows how to speak to the team, speak to his teammates without sounding condescending. He does it the right way, and I think he's as respected of a player as I've ever coached, and so I welcome it every time he says anything, whether it's to the whole team or just to an individual player. And we listen to him too as a coaching staff. He's a really sharp guy, and he's earned our respect.
You got a pretty established offensive line, but Kingsley's coming in here. We've seen him running with the ones.
Yeah.
What does he bring to the table?
Freakish athleticism. I've never seen him like it. Ever. He's the best athlete I've ever seen in the offensive line. He's a very talented guy.
With so much depth on that O-line, is that something you can use as the OC there, or do you kind of leave the sort of the rotations and everything up to Coach Funk?
Yeah, Coach Funk will handle that. He's a pro. Can't say enough about what a great coach he is, and I know he's worked really hard to earn those players' trust, and he'll sort it out in a way that's fair. But we are open to playing more than 5 guys, and there's a good chance that we will. I think that's I wouldn't just call it likely. I would say it's probable.
Sorry, I got here, Eric.
Yeah.
Eric. People talking about you're adding. What have you added to the offense that you can kind of tell us, or can you tell us?
Oh man, so many trick plays you can't even. No. It's not so much what we've added; it's more that we have installed faster than normal, and so some of the young guys are like really way behind, but we wanted to challenge our veterans to. We wanted to get the whole offense in early so that the veteran players can perfect it, and also so they're not bored. They're not bored with the first 2 weeks of camp while you piecemeal a couple plays a day. And so we've installed faster than normal. I would say there aren't a ton of differences in the offense, but what you're going to see is just us trying to feature our best players in maybe some ways you haven't seen in the past, but it's still the same offense. It's been a good offense for us. We believe in it, and we'll always have some things that catch people off guard.
Have you put anything different for Chris Brooks that maybe Tyler Algier didn't do, or couldn't do?
It's very similar to what you would have seen Tyler do. I think they're similar players. Chris is an excellent receiver, and so we're going to feature him in the passing game as well. But I would say most of it's the same.
Would you say Chris is a better receiver out of the backfield than Tyler was?
He's a little bit more experienced at it, I would say. Yeah, I don't know if he's better. We'll find out. But he's been asked to do more of that stuff in his past than what we asked Tyler to do, if that makes sense. Maybe Tyler could have done it, but Chris got here already with some route running passing game skills that you can tell he's a natural.
Gabe said that one of the differences he noticed since joining the program that guys just love coming out and playing. So there's that fun atmosphere.
Yeah.
They don't dread it like he had at other places. How important is that guys enjoy this grind that is fall camp to get ready for the season and actually have fun with it as well as getting the work in?
Yeah, I've never understood why it has to be a grind. I mean, we love what we're doing, and Kalani makes it fun, and I love coming to work every day, just like Gabe said he likes coming to practice. So we're all blessed that we get to be out here. I mean, why would you ever feel like it's a grind? You got to put in a lot of hard work and stuff, but this is a blast. I love it.
Were you in charge of the weather today? It's pretty nice.
It is, yeah. It actually hasn't been too bad so far. So yeah, hopefully, I know Tampa is going to be a little bit hot.
Kalani's talked about how some of the fights for the backup roles in this fall camp are going to be important. Guys like Jacob Conover, Jackson McChesney. What do you want to see out of those type of guys to make a successful fall camp for them?
Well, we found out last year, your depth's going to get tested at some point, and it can happen at any position. I think we started 8 or 9 different offensive linemen last year. A couple of different quarterbacks. We got to our third quarterback last year. And then in the USC game, I didn't even recognize one guy on the field on defense that whole game. So that's going to happen at some point in the year. And so every backup player that you can get ready to play is critical. And I know it sounds like camp speak, but it's like you guys saw us at the end of last season playing with walk-ons, playing with third-string guys. I mean, playing with all types of guys, and there's no excuses. No one's going to feel sorry for you that you got some injuries. You have to have guys ready to play. It's our job to get that done. It's the player's job to be ready.
What are your impressions of the competition behind Jaron for that backup QB spot so far?
Jacob Conover is number 2. The last 2 practices have probably been his best 2 practices he's had since he's been here. And then Cade Fennigan, I thought, did some really good things today. And he and Sol J are kind of battling for that 3rd spot. But right now, Conover's clearly 2.
Any other questions?
Coach, I apologize.
Yeah.
I came in late. If
problem.
this was already asked, Dallin Holkert didn't see him going
We're
today.
we're giving various players on offense a day off here and there, and we're like trying to space them out so that we don't have a bunch of guys out at once. And he's one of those guys that will get some rest here and there. Isaac Rex, Puka. I'm not sure. I can't name them all right now, but there's a pattern and a plan for that.
And one more question for you: what's like the name of your guys' offense? Do you have a title for the offense? I know when you first got here, it used to be RVO. You guys have a title for this offense?
No.
Anything else?
If you think of one, let me know. I'd love a nice nickname, but no, we're just trying to score as many points as we can, take care of the football.
All right, thanks,
We'll
Coach.
put out a Twitter poll.
Thanks. Yeah, do it.